In this video, the deadline to apply for the $5,000 SBA partnered grant has been extended through next Friday. Therefore, you have another week to apply for this thing, and watch this video unto the end because I'm going to show you what were the exact responses that I posted in my application for this $5,000 SBA partnered grant, and I'm going to show you and link you to the document where I drafted these responses in advance. Here's the memo that Hello Alice sent to me this week. We are extending the Small Business Growth Fund deadline because they were guessing that this is probably one of the busiest times of the year for your small business. That's why we're extending the $5,000 Small Business Growth Fund deadline until December 17th at 6 p.m. EST. Therefore, you can still apply for this thing. Jump on it. I've left the link to the application in the top pinned comment and the description of this video below. For a few of you who wrote in the comments section that this was not an SBA partnered grant, look, here is the landing page. $5,000 grants from the Hello Alice Small Business Growth Fund in partnership with the Small Business Administration. Let me go ahead and zoom in just in case you don't see that. The SBA, the United States Small Business Administration. Here is my application right here. When small businesses succeed, yada, yada, everyone benefits. Join us to kick off the year of small business by leaning into your small business dreams. Before we proceed, as I have told you several times in the past, and there's a video, I'll go ahead and link it right in the cards up there. You can go ahead and watch it where I show you how I applied for this thing, how I copied and pasted all the responses that I wrote in advance, and then I pasted it into the application. So once I did this, it was a short amount of time. It only took me a couple of minutes to go ahead and post. It took me longer because I was doing it through the video, but nonetheless, it should only take you a few minutes once you write the responses in advance. So the responses, I went ahead and drafted them in this document that you could find at bit.ly/scrap note, SCRAPNOTE. You can go ahead and find the responses. This is a good thing to do because once you have a template of responses to questions that these grant programs typically ask, it'll be a lot quicker for you to go ahead and apply for this thing. So you want to prepare these things in advance and watch this video until the end. Go ahead and subscribe, click the bell notification because in an upcoming video, I'm going to show you how to apply for a new grant that's out. I'll tell you about that in the next video. So go ahead and subscribe, stay on top of it. All right. Here are my responses, right? Applications for round one are open now through December 17th, 2021 at 6 p.m. EST. Here's the eligibility criteria. So they ask you all these questions. Do you or one of your co-founders identify as a new majority owner? Women. These are simple responses. This is just simple questions about who you are. What percentage of your team is from a historically underrepresented group, including but not limited to women, people of color, military affiliated, 100% because I'm a veteran and I'm Hispanic. I'm also black. I'm white. Okay? Like I've told several people in the past, I've said it several times in the comments. I know people will probably address this. Listen, just because I'm from Latin America, anybody that you see is Hispanic, Latinx, Latino, however you want to describe us, when we categorize ourselves as Latinx, Hispanics, it simply classifies us as people that come from a group of countries in Latin America. That's it. Nonetheless, we have all the races out there. We've got Chinese people, Oriental people rather. Well, they mostly come from China. Okay, we've got blacks, we've got white people, we've got people from Europe, we've got Turkish people. Okay, all the races. You got all the races, just like you have in the United States. We're simply Latin America, just like you're saying you're from the United States. Does it mean that you're not also from the Dominican Republic, or you're not also from Germany or Greek? You don't speak Ilinica, right? So here are the responses. So these are typical responses. These are easy responses. You know, this is just basically you select from the drop down the responses that you put here. Now, again, what is your first and last name? You know me, Neal Rodriguez in the flesh. What is the phone number? You enter in your phone number. What is your gender identification? What race? And I identified myself. It just doesn't show the responses to these questions because when I printed it into a PDF document to go ahead and show you the responses to these questions, it just didn't show it. What races do you identify as? Again, Black, Latino. They have race. I believe they have Latino as a race, but it's not a race. Latino is not a race. It's simply nationalities, rather. It's a group of nationalities. Do you identify as LGBTQ? I do not. Do you consider yourself to be an individual with disability? Nope. Do you have any military affiliation? Yes, veteran. What is your age range? What was your path to business ownership? And I think it was self-funded, if I'm not mistaken. What do you do? Here's the business. ShovCom LLC. My business is A. If other, how's your business structure? It was structured as a limited liability company, as I've shown you on a spreadsheet that you could find at bit.ly/bizss21. If you want to learn how to file your LLC, you can either do it for a small fee using Zen Business, right? And they like, let's say you want to go ahead and enjoy the benefits of filing your LLC in Maryland, per se, right? Or what's the most popular? Delaware, my apologies. Start now, right? And they charge you as low as $49 over here. Oh, they changed the way that this works. Anyway, they'll ask you a series of questions. You go through those questionnaires. It's as little as $49, $50. I forgot, if you want them to handle that for you. And you can apply for your employee identification number through the IRS right here. That's for free. They go ahead and ask you for that. You may need that for some applications. Here's an operating agreement template that you could use from how to start an LLC right here, all right here in the LLC tab. And if you want to contact the Department of States, I have a tab for that right here. Where's the Department of States right here? I have a tab which lists all the Department of States for whatever state in which you live. So for Delaware, sir, I went ahead and did it with my Department of State over in Florida. I keep a residence out in Florida, and I did it in Florida. I went direct to the Department of State. I only had to pay a buck and change in filing fees, which constitutes probably the most that I had to go ahead and invest to start my business. I already had the skills to go ahead and provide value for clients, and once you make sales, it's a wrap. Forget about needing thousands of dollars to go ahead and start a business. You don't need it. All you need is this right here, technical ability to provide value. That's it. What year was your business founded? 2010, when I coughed up that buck and change. What is your federal 9-digit EIN? I showed you that. You can go ahead and apply for an EIN for free on irs.gov, and I have a link to it at my spreadsheet, grants for everyone, that you could find at bit.ly/bizss21. That's the scrap note. That's what we're looking at right here. What is your business Facebook page? Don't have one as yet. What is your business's Twitter handle? Notify Neal. I communicate through Twitter. What is your business Instagram handle? I don't have one. Please select your business industry. If other, what is your business industry? How would you describe your business? What are the products and or services you offer? Now, as I told you, you want to prepare all of the responses to the questions that these grant programs typically pose in their applications. And I went ahead and did that on this document that you can find at bit.ly/scrap-note. So I drafted a couple of paragraphs that touch on what ShovCom LLC is. You know, they always ask you, what's your business? ShovCom LLC is a digital marketing development agency that helps companies, yada, yada. All right, those weren't the responses. The Hello Alice responses were right around here. What is the biggest obstacle or challenge your business will face in 2022? Our biggest obstacle, let's go ahead and read it from the application itself. Well, how would you describe your business? What are the products and or services you offer? Max 150 words. ShovCom LLC, let me go ahead and move that a little bit to the right, to the left rather. Well, I can't move that anymore. Let's get this out of the way. All right, well, you could see that's right here. As I scroll up, you'll be able to read it. Pardon the way that I went ahead and put this together. Let me go ahead and zoom in real fast so you could see more of the content that I entered. Oh, here it goes. All right, so ShovCom LLC is a digital marketing development agency that helps companies find their customers and brand advocates on search engines and social media. We now assist millions of small business owners and individuals who mostly hail from underrepresented communities of color, raising funding through grants, loans, and digital investments. ShovCom partnered with the 2012 Barack Obama presidential campaign. We spearheaded historic chat between First Lady Michelle Obama and Latina General. And a lot of you try to say that I lie about this stuff. You a damn lie. No, man. Look, Michelle Obama, Neal Rodriguez, right? You could see the article where how social media got me developing for Michelle Obama right here. See? Right here. We went ahead and engineered a historic chat between Michelle Obama and Latina journalists so that the campaign could make its case for re-election before the Latina mother community. We have also worked with the Nielsen Company, AOL, the United States Department of Defense, does iconic brands worldwide. How many employees? Now, this is typical. You just answer. These are all easy. The easy stuff right here. Have you been turned down for a business loan from a traditional bank in the last 5 years? No. It won't impact your eligibility. How have you pivoted your business and adapted to the impacts of COVID? Select all that apply. What is your top business goal in the next 5 years? How would you articulate your current business outlook? These are questions that you responded by selecting responses from a drop-down menu. Please elaborate on your biggest obstacle. Our biggest obstacle is growing our reach to instruct 200 million more people on how to generate revenue through a small business and investments in digital assets. Have you received support or resources from other business support organizations? I believe I selected no. Again, these are the easy questions. So we'll just go ahead and get through these as promptly as possible so you can see the ones they take some more thought to go ahead and draft. Please elaborate on how you intend to use this grant funding. Be as specific as possible. Max 200 words. I will use the grant funds to purchase the following video equipment. So this is a quick budget that I put together for the $5,000. Rolling video switcher, which the cost of a little over $600. The switcher will allow me to show different images and stream video content to show my audience during my YouTube video. So when I do this, all right, if I get a video switcher, it'll look a lot better. It'll be better, and I can go ahead and attach a camera to it, improve the quality. You asked for a mic. I got the mic back. I went ahead and got an attachment for it. Portable teleprompter with an estimated cost of $1,000. I will quickly be able to read instructional material and data to my viewers with this device. A full-frame mirrorless camera with 8K video with a rough cost of $34,000. Excuse me, $3,400. Ho, ho, ho. 34 grand? Yeah. Maybe the big man will hear me now that he sees that I'm rocking his hat for a minute. I will use this equipment to cut time on editing so that I can publish content more frequently. I can help more business owners, individuals, underserved, and underrepresented communities of color by posting more content. My viewers, who mostly hail from underserved and underrepresented communities of color, watch my content to learn how to generate revenue and raise business funding. So I add that I can help people that operate small businesses in communities of color. That is the interest. That's the focus. They want to get people involved with business that are coming from underrepresented communities of color. So you have to get an idea of what are the objectives of the program. Want to get this funding to these underrepresented communities. So, and I do help a number of people. I mean, most people that I've spoken to Hispanic people, I've spoken to Black people. And listen, even if you are white or Anglo-Saxon or from a European background, then just apply. Let them tell you no and ask them whether they can go ahead and take you, and just, regardless of what, your business is engaging with people from underrepresented communities. So just go ahead and highlight and amplify how you are doing that. Okay? In addition to funding, which of these resources would be the most helpful to your business? Again, a number of people always ask you, do you help? Can you help me with these grant applications? Ask the administrators of these programs. They'll tell you, and go ahead and read the content. Readers are leaders, baby. That's the reason this astronaut nutcracker has this outfit right here. He reads, right? How do you make a positive impact on the community through your core business? Select all that apply. These are all responses to which you select. Okay, so this stuff, we'll just go ahead and through it. I just want you to show you okay, so these are the responses. Again, it takes more thought for you to go ahead and to draft and post on your applications for these grants. Tell us more about you. Why did you become a small business owner? What is the origin story? At 12 years old, I let kids play my Nintendo Entertainment System for 1 quarter. At 16, I sold haircuts. After leaving the U.S. Navy, I sold Kirby vacuum stocks, Avon lipstick, and nightclub tickets. After attending NYU, I sold credit repair, computer repair, private jet charters, online marketing services, and other products. In 2009, I single-handedly drove tens of millions of unique visitors to the Nielsen Company's magazines, Adweek, Billboard, The Hollywood Report, and other iconic publications. I increased Nielsen Business Media's online traffic, yada, yada, yada. It goes a little bit into my history. What got me to this point? That's what you have to think about. What got you to the point in your life where you are operating your small business and thus you are applying for this grant? What is the purpose of that grant? I filed my LLC in January 2010, and Chef.com LLC was born. For starters, we drove 9 million visitors to Adweek. Again, some of the tasks that we performed. As ShovCom LLC, we worked with the 2012 Barack Obama presidential campaign, Forbes, J.K. Rowling, the U.S. Department of Defense, other brands, individuals and business owners. Now, I resorted. So look, at the pandemic start, New York City shut down many of our clients' operations. It's true. I resorted to sharing my experiences applying for government relief on YouTube. Individuals and business owners, thus, that's why I'm here, obtained government assistance by learning from the steps that I took. Communicating with several government entities, SBA, I became a liaison between the U.S. Small Business Administration. If you've been watching my videos for a couple of months, you know that I used to get you information, exclusive information directly from the Small Business Administration. I had a contact with the press office out there, and I told you, look, this is what you got to do. This is what they're saying, okay? Not financial advice, simply the information that I'm getting and I'm using to go ahead and make the best informed decisions when applying for government relief through the entire pandemic. I opened lines of communication with the U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship and Financial Institutions. If you remember, several videos back, the United States, an assistant for Marco Rubio, who was then the chairman of the U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, he sent us an email reading, please, we can take care of your legislative needs, but please don't have people emailing us, because they got hundreds of emails coming from our channel, okay? Emailing us, inquiring about their applications, their specific applications. We can't do that. All right, we could talk about legislative needs, and I told you about it, right? But then I gave you ways for you to go ahead and contact the Small Business Administration and your elected officials, such as you visiting the Grants for Everyone spreadsheet and going to the individuals tab, which is located. Did I move it back over here? Individuals, because I've got grants for everyone, right? Number of people like that. Individuals right here. And you can go to these links right here where you could find your representative, like Common Cause. And I told you, go ahead and contact your representative. When the Small Business Administration didn't get back to me, I contacted my representative using links such as these, which helped me locate them. And Hakeem Jeffries, my representative over in New York, he went and contacted the Small Business Administration on my behalf, and they got back to me. That's all you got to do, man. How does your business connect with support its community? Please be as specific as possible. Max, I have donated thousands of hours teaching small business owners and individuals how to develop their online presences and market their businesses at conferences worldwide. I volunteer to teach in numerous workshops for the New York City Department of Small Business Services, mainly serving low-income entrepreneurs. Yes, I taught young black girls how to build prototype mobile applications at a Nike hackathon last spring. I also taught minority school children how to use JavaScript, Python, and other. Donate your time. Help out the community and do these things, and you can go ahead and get reference letters from these nonprofits. All this stuff helps you when applying for these grants. And it helps you become a better human being, okay? And you are open to these other opportunities, all these challenges that you encounter and you resolve, all right? I had to go ahead and beef up on learning JavaScript and learning Python again to go ahead and teach these young people how to be tomorrow's technology professionals and computer scientists, right? I also taught love thy neighbor. I also taught minority school children how to use JavaScript, Python, and other coding languages to create online games and programs, several toys. I am volunteer mentor with a nonprofit called Black Girls Code. We regularly donate to local police departments and government agencies. Here goes the wristband that they gave me. Black Girls Code, baby. Code like a girl, right? ShovCom provides free access to spreadsheet listing hundreds of grant opportunities for organizations that you can find at bit.ly. Remember that. You guys know it better than me. Bang. And it messed up the positioning where I was reading the responses. Boom. So let's go ahead and drop down again. I'll go ahead and click this thing that helps me scroll down. Again, these are the things that we are doing to go ahead and help the community. And that's what you should be doing as well if you don't have that. And look, little by little, you just got to go ahead and put all this stuff together, and you will have a number of tasks that you can list which identify what it is that you have done for your community. So right here, boom. Let's go ahead and zoom in, click that, and get as proficient as possible. Stay on top of this computer so you could learn how to operate it as quickly as possible, because the more that you become a part robot, just like I went ahead and invested hours and hours and days and months and years to become part robot to the point that I have Ethernet cable in my veins, okay? It allows you to build your websites, build your digital assets, market your business, and it's all about the sale, baby. Thousands of Americans viewing our YouTube channel access the spreadsheet daily for free. I don't charge you a dime. We want to hear what makes you proud of your business. What's your biggest accomplishment? I single-handedly, and this is true, I showed you the document. I can go ahead and throw it on the screen right now. I single-handedly helped fund over $2.5 million in PPP loans for small businesses nationwide through my YouTube channel, Rod Squad. Subscribe, click the bell notification. We have also helped U.S. small businesses in underserved communities secure millions of dollars in funding through the SBA EIDL program. That's how we got our start from the jump. Of the jump of pandemic, other government relief initiatives and private sources. The grants for the aforementioned labor, we did not charge small business owners a dime. God rescued me out of life-threatening circumstances in one of the poorest and most dangerous neighborhoods in the United States, Jamaica, Queens, South Suicide, Queens, New York City. Although I grew up with thieves, murderers, drug dealers, and other misguided people, I have lived a life that I could have never imagined when I was little. I got a scholarship to attend one of the best universities on the planet. Blessed. I have worked with U.S. presidents, iconic brands, and operate a business that can help millions of people make their dreams come true. I believe God has given me abilities that I must use to help other people. My most rewarding feeling is to provide help to others in need. I pray every day, and I do, thanking God for giving me the strength to help as many people as possible on this planet. And I continue to pray every day for God to give me the strength to continue to help you and as many people as I can reach in this lifetime. If you are a new majority owner, what does being part of the new majority mean to you? And A, not applicable. All this stuff is not applicable. And the final clicks. You go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions, and you are done. Watch this video you see on the screen right now so you can witness when and how I applied for this $5,000 SBA partnered grant.